Another underspacing. If a cow doesn't produce milk, is it a milk dud? Or an utter failure? At Kelsey, capital A, 06021989. Where do fish keep their money? In the riverbank? At Showgums. Boom, show them guns. I have a scary math joke, but I'm too squared to say it. Right? That was funny. Here we go. At Field Lisa. Have you heard the forecast? Chilly today, hot tamale. At Been a Dog, DAWG. Did you hear the rumor about butter? Better not spread it. Okay, at Rodavi 20893543. Why is the forest so Why is the forest so noisy? I thought it said newsy. The trees bark. See, that's why the trees are so newsy. Okay, crew, you think that's funny? Can you laugh? Okay, here it goes. At Joanna 6710585. If you're feeling cold, stand in the corner. I hear it's 90 degrees. It's kind of a construction joke. I can dig that, right?
I don't get it.
You get it? Stand in the corner, it's 90 degrees. If you're cold, stand in the corner. It's a 90-degree angle. Oh, jeez. Okay, at Colby by tweet. No, Carol. At Carol by tweet. Why isn't a dog's snout 12 inches long? Because then it would be a foot. That's legit. That's right? All right. Okay, at ZDEVRIES. If you're Russian, oh, what? I invented this joke. At ZDEVRIES. This is my go-to joke. Here it goes. If you're rushing when you're, no. Hold on, take two. If you're rushing when you're going into the bathroom and you're finished when you're coming out, what were you when you were in the bathroom? Y'all be nice. These aren't easy to come up with. At Lynn's Warmer. Did you know that milk is the fastest liquid on earth? It's pasteurized before you even see it. Pasteurized? Oh, pasteurize? Oh, right! That could work. Last but not least, final dad joke of the day. Happy Father's Day, by the way. Drum roll, please. All right, at Jeremy, capital C, capital W, little bitty c, capital W. What time did the dad go to the dentist? 2:30. Hey, you win, bro. I pick you. It turns out dad jokes can be funny. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being with us, and happy Father's Day.
Hopefully I got a little chuckle out of some of y'all. There's another one coming up, so
Be prepared.
yes. But I like the other one better. This was fun. We used to watch them all the time. We don't anymore. They've gotten a little more.
Michelle does have an area set up down there for pictures this morning. It looks like we're back in a pickup truck.
Yeah, we already got it.
Yeah, we got that.
Oh, did you do it already?
Mm-hmm.
I wore this shirt, and if my daughter comes this morning, I will take off my jacket and show her. I don't know if y'all read it already.
Mm-hmm. She hates that shirt.
She does not hate it.
She does hate it.
She had a boyfriend over one time, and I actually
Put it on.
Put it on.
While you're cleaning your gun?
Well, while I had my uniform on.
Oh.
No, he didn't know.
No. Okay, so I'm going to read these. I wonder if this will stay up. If not. So I have this series here. We have this that we can keep going on. There's a lot to this next one, to Jeremiah 7. Because we've skipped about 4 or 5 chapters. So I had to kind of catch you up to what's going on and why it was skipped. But I kind of want to talk about this right quick. Let's see if it pops up. So I just want to read this to you. This is the impact on kids of dad's faith and church attendance. And this is 2016. I want to tell you right now, there are no resources that follows this, okay? But I want to get y'all's opinion on it. I've kind of got my opinion about it. But I want to see how far off it really is, then we'll go through it, okay? So just listen for me while I read this, and there's some statistics, and the statistics, like I said, are not backed by anything, but it's been taught even before 2016 in the Southern Baptist Convention stuff. So, but no one can seem to find the resources. I couldn't find anything updated from there. So, according to Lifeway Research Group, Father's Day is the holiday with the single lowest average church attendance. Statistically lower than Labor Day, Memorial Day, and even the 4th of July. Agree or disagree?
We'll see here in a little bit.
What do y'all think? Does that sound right?
Already our classes.
Yeah.
I would tend to agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, fathers are really bad about coming to church. I mean, obviously not mine. He's here most of the time with us anyway. But yeah, just men in general don't want to come to church. And then on Father's Day, everybody wants to stay home with dad.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
And cook and watch
Yeah.
sports or whatever. Yeah.
Go to the lake.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets better. So this is interesting, especially when you consider that Mother's Day tends to be the day with the 3rd highest church service attendance after Easter and Christmas. The opposite of what you just said. I agree.
Because moms want everybody in church.
Yeah. So Mother's Day, okay, the year Father's Day is okay. So Scott McConnell, he's the director for Lifeway, which he's probably not anymore because this is in 2016. Clearly, mothers want to be present for all the affirmation that is typically offered in most churches, but families also are present knowing their attendance will honor their mother. The attendance difference between Mother's Day and Father's Day is telling. Either churches are less effective in affirming fathers or families believe Christian fathers don't value their participation in worship service.
I don't think it has to do with the recognition and the participation, to be honest with you. I just think the moms want their family in church, whether they get honored or not.
It means more, in my opinion, to have mother and their children there than it does a father and their children.
My mom's always wanted to pack a pew.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her thing. She wants all her people there.
Well, and if by what you're saying, the mothers typically are the matriarch that get everybody to church, then Mother's Day is that day to thank you, Mom, honoring Mom for being that matriarch. I don't know. Interesting.
So sometimes it can be a status quo too, that mothers want to look like they're more honored by how many people show up for them. But we're talking about Father's Day. That's just an opinion.
Then on the flip side, I mean, most dads just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Let me have a quiet
Go
day.
with the flow.
Don't need anything.
Like I said the other day, or yesterday, and my wife took it wrong, and I didn't realize it until afterwards. It was, well, what is what do you want to do on Father's Day? I said, or what are we going to do on Father's Day? I said, honestly, probably the same thing I've done every day. They're going to treat me and serve me, and that's just the way my wife does. You know, what am I setting aside for? You know, my wife honors me.
That was not your answer, by the way.
Which was what?
Your answer was probably the same thing we've done every Father's Day, which is really nothing. To which my answer was, we always do something for you.
Yes. But that was my follow-up.
That was a really good answer that you had right now, though.
Well, that's what I meant.
He tweaked it. So he's just saying that he would prefer just to spend time together as a family.
No, yeah,
alone.
which is the mellow,
Right.
like, I don't really care.
No plan,
Even
right.
if every year we've done nothing, that's what
What I want.
as long as
'Cause what do
everybody
we-
is together.
What do we do on someone's special day? We serve them, we do things for them, right? Well, my family does that already every day, so Father's Day is just another day to me. It really is. I'm honored. And no, we didn't have a fight yesterday. I'm not trying to make it up. Okay, moving on. Surely there are other factors involved, including travel and the time of year. On Mother's Day, school is still in session. On Father's Day, it isn't. So families travel to visit relatives or go on vacation. Maybe.
I think so.
That could have like a
Our
small
kids just left
fraction.
on
I
a
mean,
trip,
Yeah.
so.
the
So,
I
camp-
mean, you gotta think like the youth will left this morning.
Yeah.
So that's
So
like
I treasure
80
it.
people
Yes.
go.
I saw a lot of people in the parking lot that aren't
Well,
here now.
and Natalie and Dwayne, they aren't here because they're going to Dwayne's father's church for Father's Day. So you have a lot of shifting, I think, as well.
And I think fathers back, think about 2016, and these are statistics from then, so they must have taken 2014, 15. Back then, I think more fathers were more into camping, maybe, more on trips.
Pre-COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just throwing some thoughts out there. So, but all these factors are statistics aside. Here's what really striking. When you see the research on the impact of dad's faith and practice in their families, according to data collected by Promise Keepers and the Baptist Press, if a father does not go to church, even if his wife does, only 1 child in 50 will become a regular worshiper. So if a father does not go but mom does, the 1 in 50 will be a regular.
That's true.
If a father does go regularly, regardless of mom, between 2/3 and 3/4 of their children will attend church as adults. If a father attends church irregularly, between 1/2 and 2/3 of their kids will attend church with some regularity as adults. So let's put some emphasis on the father's role, right? If they go to church, the kids are more likely to go to church as adults on a regular basis. If the father doesn't go on a regular basis, then they won't go on a regular basis, right? That's what they're saying. But I guess it depends if they actually knew their father or not. Where am I? If a mother does not go to church at all, the father does, a minimum of 2/3 of their children will end up attending church. So the majority of the kids will still go to church, even if the mother doesn't at all, but the father does.
It doesn't matter what we do.
So it's basically saying that the father has more influence over the children.
Yes, I think it goes into that like authoritative thing
That's
that
basically
you
what
all.
it's reading. I mean, that's basically
Yeah,
what it's
'cause I
saying.
mean,
And the only reason why Dad's saying that they go to church on Mother's Day is just to make the mother happy. Because they don't want to upset mom.
Yeah, and Dad's the discipline authoritative, so I don't want to cross Dad.
So the real question is, how many of those fathers make those kids go on Mother's Day?
on Mother's Day.
Yeah. So you're gonna go there for your mother, come on.
So we read on here.
And that's kind of what it sounds like,
Yeah.
possibly.
See where I go. Become regular worship. If a father does not go regularly, regardless of what mother does, 2/3 or 3/4 of their children will attend church. Adults, their father attends church irregularly between two, okay. Okay, if mother does not go to church, but father does, but 2/3.
Kyle, keep
Sorry.
going, you're in the
I know.
bullets.
Okay. Another study focused on Sunday school only, found similar results on the impact of fathers. When both parents attend Bible study in addition to the Sunday service, 72% of children attend Sunday school when grown up. So, my parents, my dad, at this age, taught Sunday school of this age group. And it's kind of weird that I'm here, actually. But my parents went to church. So I could see that being a high number because both parents are going to Sunday school. They get their kids involved. It's a repetitive thing with them, right? Anyone else, anything on that? Thoughts?
Well, and I think it goes into what we've been talking about is like, you have main church, right? But the Bible studies, the e-groups, is where you get that sense of community. So if you have that sense of community, if you're exposed to that at a young age because your parents go and now you have this sense of community at a young age, you yearn for that as you get older. And so you'll continue that cycle.
When only the father attends Sunday school, 55% of the children attend when grown. I don't know.
Yeah, but read
I
the next
guess-
one.
Okay, so the next one, when only the mother attends Sunday school, 50% of children attend when grown. I wonder if that 15% is Mother's Day.
Reread that last one, please.
When only the mother attends Sunday school, 15% of the children attend when grown. When neither parent attends Sunday school, only 6% of the children attend when grown. I agree with that. If not 0%,
Not zero.
not 0, why not?
Because my parents didn't growing up.
They did?
But here you are.
Oh, they didn't?
They believed, but they just didn't go to church, so.
My parents didn't do.
They didn't go to church or just didn't go to Sunday school or both?
Well,
Okay. And here you are.
This is how much influence you all men have.
Okay, so another survey found that if a child is the first person in a household to become Christian, there is a 3.5% probability everyone else in the household will follow. So if none of bodies in your family are Christian, but your son or daughter goes to church and becomes a Christian, there's a probability that 3.5% of someone else in the household will follow.
To me, that seems a little low,
Yeah, it does.
because I believe in that, and I've seen it in every church I've ever been in. The kids start going, the parents say, why is that kid going there?
Yeah,
Let me go check it out.
yeah.
That's kind of how we started coming to here, to this church, is because Logan got invited, and then we followed along.
I mean, the reason why the percentage is probably so low is because if the parents aren't taking the kids there, where's the kids gonna experience it at? To actually get the one need or the idea to go. And that's what I think. I think that's why that percentage is so low.
And that's part of the reason I do so much stuff with the children and the youth, is because I believe if you get the youth and the children interested, plus they're the next generation, without them, we have nothing.
Yeah.
Not just that, but if you get the kids interested, a lot of them, the parents follow. A lot of them.
Like my kids, they want to be here every Sunday and every Wednesday. Like when church is over today, they'll go, "Are we going to church tomorrow?"
See, that's the way my daughter is. Tori, she's,
And,
do we go to church tomorrow? Do we go to church tomorrow?
and that's exciting.
No.
You want what they have.
For us,
Now,
it's usually yes.
they are young, so I don't know if the age has something to do with it too. So anyway, so we think 3.5 is too low.
I do. I mean, personally, I think.
Actually, I think it's accurate because it says the probability of everyone else in the household, that means
Oh,
the
everyone.
the mom, the dad, and the other siblings going.
Yeah,
So,
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
I mean, the entire wording there is like everyone in the household.
Yeah.
I think probably somebody else in the household going, that percentage would be a lot higher, but
Yeah.
everyone,
If the mother is the first to become a Christian, so we're changing it up, if the mother's the first, 17% will follow. Low or high, or right?
Well, yeah, based off of the other.
Because I definitely don't agree with this next one. But yeah, I think it's too high. But maybe it is. But what do you say about 17%?
Sure.
no, she was saying about the
I'm
next
just
one.
agreeing because the other statistics are lower, so probably accurate.
Okay, so, however, when the father is first to become a Christian, there is a 93% probability everyone else in the household will follow. Agree, disagree?
Agreed. Because usually when the dad says, let's go do something, we're going to do it. I
That's so
and-
annoying.
No, and what's that?
Sorry.
It is.
Just saying like, no, we're gonna go do this. But they may already
You are
decided,
going to
like-
become a Christian.
Well, actually, it didn't say anything. It just says probably just follow the church. I mean, it didn't say nothing about,
We'll follow, yeah.
yeah, we'll follow the dad there because the dad would be like, come on, we're going.
I think it also depends on the personality of the dad.
Yeah.
If the dad is more passive, then
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
But
If
I,
the dad is more forceful or
Yeah.
more on the leadership type
Yeah.
role, then it will happen. I just personally think it depends on each father.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course, every person's different, so.
I think though that like we have these conversations all the time. This is what balances our family is the man typically is the discipline, the authoritative, that the kids have this healthy respect, fear for dads, whereas mom is the nurturer. And when mom says something, it's sometimes a suggestion, whereas dad says something, it's
Got it.
so I think that is because of those roles that men and women have as the family unit, that's where you're seeing these statistics, which is, like I said, still very annoying to me, but.
I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that that's the way it was designed. I mean, that's God's plan.
Yeah.
Is for the father to lead the home. That's just the way it's supposed to be. And when it is correct, it works.
Mhm.
Not to say that, I mean, if the father's not gonna lead the home, obviously, the wife has to by default. But that's not the way the system is designed to work by God. So it's not as successful.
Yeah.
And that's nobody's fault, that's just the way God made it.
I agree. So here's the point of all these statistics. Dad's impact on the kids' faith and practice is huge. I agree. So dads are important. It's awesome to see the dads that we have here in our class and in our church, all ages. They really do have a huge impact. I think mothers have an impact too. So that's why I was curious to read this to you guys to see what y'all's point of view was on this. Like I said, these are statistics that have been thrown around in the internet for years, but there's no backing behind it at all. But I just wanted to, I was curious about that. So I had written them up here, but I couldn't go in between. I'm not that fancy. But I wanted to show, actually, I wanted to read this. Just to cap this off. That's my oldest. If y'all didn't know. Okay, so Deuteronomy 6 through 9. Right quick, I'm going to read it to you. These words that I am giving you today are to be in your heart. Repeat them to your children. Talk about them when you sit in your house and when you walk along the road, when you lie down, when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand and let them be a symbol on your forehead with prayer. Write them on the doorpost of your house, on your city gates. Just an encouragement for us fathers to be there for our kids. Thought that was a perfect verse. Going through that. Oh,
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.